And with that, looks like we are here with Leica running Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Real quick, the category right now says Star Cup, but we had the incentive to add a Flower Cup, and that was meant, so Leica will be doing that first. Take it away.
Yeah, thank you, Helix, and thank you everybody for donating for the Flower Cup. We're gonna hop right in. I'm gonna do a countdown, and when I press OK, it's gonna start. So countdown. The run starts in 3, 2, 1, go! So, first up, you're gonna notice there's a camera showing my feet, and that's because I'm running this game with my feet, actually. And you might ask yourself, why is she doing this? And the answer is quite simple, because I have an injury in my hands right now. When this whole pandemic thing started, we had a lockdown in our country, and accelerate for me. So I just have to steer and drift and jump, and that's pretty useful. Yeah, sadly the game library for speedrunning is quite limited, because games where you have to perform several actions at the same time aren't really possible for me. So yeah, but I'm really happy that I can play this game. And this already concludes the first track. And we're gonna hop right into the second one. And yeah, if there are any donations or announcements, they can actually be read like anytime, because we have 3 laps anyway per track, except for the last one, Mount Barrio, because that's a point A to B race.
In that case, I'll throw in this donation we just received, $100 from Prof NES. Gotta feel that sunshine. And I imagine, yep, I'm correct, that is going toward the bonus game number 2, Sonic R 100% with inputs. So there's a head start on that. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that donation. Yeah, I just luckily didn't fall into the water, which actually happened quite a lot to me in practice, because the problem with the feet controls is they are really not as precise as the hand controls, at least for me. Because like, I started doing this like half a year ago or something. So you will also see me like do some like safety strats that I usually wouldn't do. I would play with my hands, just like to, I don't know, not risk falling down the track or not risking bumping into the wall or stuff like this. So like, this is still like a speedrun. I'm of course trying to go as fast as possible, but I'm doing some stuff to like, okay, yeah, just as I say this. I'm doing some stuff to like deliberately slow me down to like not do major mistakes and stuff. So yeah, but I'm still trying like speedrun strats, like get enough coins, because the more coins you have, the faster you drive and stuff like this. And yeah.
Real quick, it sounds like we were muted for about a minute earlier in the last race, so I think if you want to explain the auto accelerate thing again, stuff like that, go for it.
Okay, this game actually has a function that the auto accelerate function, so you don't have to hold the A button the whole time to like accelerate, and that's really useful because I actually can only do 2 things at the same time with my big toes, like steering and drifting. So if I would actually have to press A the whole time, I probably couldn't play this very well. So yeah, it's pretty good that this game has the auto accelerate function.
Yeah, this is quite impressive.
Thank you. Yeah, many people were like, "What? You're playing games with your feet? How is that even possible?" I also speedrun Celeste with my feet actually. I'm not using this controller for it though. I'm using an arcade stick, like that people use for fighting games a lot. And that's actually quite a workout because there I have like several buttons I have to press the whole time, like grab, jump, and dash, and then also move the whole time. And it's pretty exhausting, but I actually managed to beat quite a few people's times on the leaderboards of the first level with my feet. Yeah, this is actually a track I really enjoy because of the music. And here's one thing that's like one strat that differs from what I would usually do with my hands. I'm gonna explain it when we get there. Yeah, and by the way, the reason I'm playing this without items is pretty simple. Playing this with items with feet controls is just, yeah, not really fun, to be honest. Because when you play with items, you usually want to hold an item behind you, for example, like a banana or a shell, to be able to prevent getting hit from shells and stuff like this. And that's not really possible with this control scheme, so no items was like the obvious choice for me. And yeah, I only recently learned that you can trick jump off of this carpet. Because I saw a bot do it. Yeah. Yeah, coming up is the strat I wanted to explain that I do differently, because usually I go like after this jump I usually go up because I think that's a bit faster, but the corner, like the turn is actually tighter than downstairs, so I in the feet control run I actually prefer to go downstairs, even though it's a bit slower. But as I said, like I want to keep it safe because it's a marathon, and I actually consider this more of a showcase than like a speedrun, because like, yeah, I just wanted to show people that it's actually possible to play with your feet. Like maybe there's another person out there who has an injury, or maybe a person with a disability, and yeah, that makes playing with hands impossible. And yeah, it's I mean, it takes some getting used to be honest. Like it was not super easy to learn, and I'm still not super confident with it, to be honest, because as you just saw, like I actually just wanted to go down with the glider, but I also moved right a bit because it's really hard with the feet to just go up or down. That's really tricky actually. So next up is actually also already the last track of the first cup. Isn't that exciting? If there's any donations or something, please feel free.
I'm entering right now, but y'all should fix that. Look at all these rewards, look at all these incentives. There's so much to donate toward.
Yeah, please donate to the incentive just as much as you did for this incentive, because without your generosity we wouldn't even see those 4 tracks here.
That is exactly true.
Yeah, this track is a bit tricky because there are a couple of like places where you can actually fall down pretty easily, and this is also a strat that differs. Like after this jump, what I would usually do is to like instantly try to drift in those 2 turns, but I don't do it because in practice I just fell down way too often, and I only trick jump off one of those because I ran into the wall quite a lot. Yeah, as I said, the controls are not as precise as with my hands, so I have to like make a few cuts here and there to not like slow down too much. So basically, slow down to go fast. If that makes any sense, I'm not sure.
Go slow to go fast. We saw that in Mario Kart DS as well.
Yeah, sometimes going too fast can be actually slower. Yeah, another thing, like you might notice that I'm not using the card that most speedrunners use, and that's actually a very simple reason. It's because I actually like Rosalina's biking suit so much that I just wanted to select a bike. And my choice for the glider is also purely optical because I just like purple so much. Yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm competing for world record here or something. Even though it says feet percent, I'm actually submitting to the normal leaderboards. Like there's no feet percent leaderboard. I just wanted to like quickly make it clear that this is not like a normal speedrun, in the sense that, yeah, it's with my feet. So yeah, we're already at the end of the first cup, and oh, I thought I was gonna fall down, but I avoided that. Yeah, so this is the end of the Flower Cup already, so we're gonna move on to the Star Cup. And I don't know, Helix, if you want to, you can maybe say a few words about the chariot.
Yeah, just a moment here. See something I haven't read in a while. Oh, this is a good one. A reminder about the Trans Lifeline Micro Grants program. They offer grants for legal name changes, updated name and gender markers on IDs and passports, immigration documents, and more. So to learn more about that, including how you can apply, go to www.translifeline.org/microgrants. And again, for those just joining us, Trans Lifeline is the cause that we are raising money for with this event.
Thank you. Yeah, Trans Lifeline is actually an amazing cause, and I truly wish that there was something like this in Europe, because Trans Lifeline is US and Canada based, so it's not accessible for me and my friends, or like a lot of my friends, which is actually, yeah, a shame, because I know so many people who would benefit from such a charity, and I really hope that we will sometime, like someday, build something similar here. Because it's so important. And there were like actually quite a lot of moments in my life where I had like benefited so much from being able to talk to such a charity. Because for me it's really a game changer that like all the operators there are actually trans themselves. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as a non-binary person, I really appreciate that too.
Okay, yeah, this is actually one of my favorite tracks visually, because like there's so much going on and the planes are flying over you and stuff like this. It's really enjoyable in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah, sorry I'm so quiet right now, but I'm actually quite tired because, as you might have heard, there were some technical difficulties because my internet just decided to not work properly. So yeah, my run got delayed, and that was actually quite stressful for me. But I'm really happy that it's working now, because I was like, oh my god, it's not gonna work. I'm not gonna be able to do the run. I was so much looking forward to doing this, like, because when I had the injury and my doctor was like, hey, please don't do anything with your hands, and I was like, okay. I was like really sad and was like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna be able to play games, I'm not gonna be able to participate in marathons anymore and stuff like this, and now I actually can, and that's pretty great actually.
Yeah, we're glad it's working too. It's great to have you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, this is actually the track I had the most trouble with my feet controls, because right before the finish line there are actually two turns that are quite hard to get with the feet controls. Let's see if I can do it without messing it up. Practice didn't go so well, but I actually warmed up with items just for the fun of it. So I hope it's gonna go well, because the eye is not gonna pester me. Yeah, so there's this really long turn here where you get a purple boost and then you jump, and then the turns that come then are quite a hassle, but let's see. Looking good, and we got the first lap, okay, pretty great. That's actually the track I'm most afraid of here. But I actually got the first one. Yeah, another thing about the Wii controls, like I said that like I don't have to press the A button, but that's not entirely true, because as you might know, there's a starting boost in this game. Like as soon as the countdown of the shows the number 2, you hold down the A button or the accelerate button, and then you get a boost. And I actually do that. So I'm actually pressing the A button at the start of the race, but not like afterwards. Okay, second try. Okay, that wasn't super great, but it's fine. And now we're gonna jump with the dolphins one last time. Cute little dolphins. And then we're gonna move on to the next track.
I feel like it's said every time this track is played too, but the music on this one is incredible.
Yeah, I mean the soundtrack in general is pretty amazing in my opinion. Like there are so many good tracks, and so many. It's just super good music. But that's like, I feel like that's a thing within Nintendo games in general. They have really good soundtrack. Like recently I was listening to the soundtrack of Kirby's Dream Land, for example, and I just love this game so much, and the soundtrack is so great. And fun fact, today I did actually a Kirby Perler. For the first time in my life I did a Perler, and it's actually on the camera here. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, this is the Kirby Perler I made today. Yeah. Also made like a Mario Perler while waiting for my internet to go back up again. And now we're gonna have a little party here in the Electrodome. Yeah. I actually have the chat open, but it's really hard for me to like read it. Like I actually can't read it while driving. Just this is such a fast-paced game, and I have to pay attention to so many things. And if I look away for just like 1 second, I might fall down the track and stuff. So
hey, that's what I'm here for.
yeah, so I'm sorry that I'm not like interacting with you, but I'm interacting with you in my heart. So I saw that a few people wished me good luck, and yeah, thank you so much for that. And thank you everybody for being here. I really appreciate it so much. Like, because this is like a little bit of a quirky run, I'm sure. And
there's a lot of encouragement in chat. A lot of people being, I think, justifiably impressed by you doing all this with your feet.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I think one thing I wanted to mention, like before I had this injury, I actually thought of I love Mario Kart like so much, and I actually bought the Switch just to play this game because I love it so much. And I thought like, oh, it would be so cool to speedrun this game, but like I'm never gonna do it because the leaderboards are so exceptionally good, and the people running this are so awesome, and I'm never gonna be able to get a good time. So I didn't even dare to try this. But when the injury hit me, like this was one of the few games I could play, and then I was like, why not just speedrun it and just, I don't know, be on the leaderboards just for the fun of it. And then I actually beat last place in a category. I'm not sure what, I think it was Nitro tracks. So all the tracks that got into the game, like all the original tracks. And I actually beat the last place on the leaderboard with my feet, and that was pretty amazing to see that. While I couldn't compete like for a top time, I still could compete with people who played this like with their preferred controls. So that was pretty cool actually. And we're done partying, and now we're gonna go to the after party on the skiing track, which is actually my favorite track of this game, Mount Vario. This is not a lap track, it's a point A to B race down a mountain, and I just love this track so much. I don't know why exactly, because there are some parts of it that are quite tricky. For example, navigating through the trees and stuff. But this is just such a good track. And there's actually a shortcut that you can take, and I really hope I'm gonna get it. I actually got it in practice earlier, so I'm quite confident. But let's see what the RNG gods have to say about this. Okay. It's all downhill from here. Okay, the shortcut is actually coming up right now. Yeah, and time will be once I cross. Oh yeah, I actually got the shortcut. Okay, that's pretty nice actually.
Nice.
There's another thing I'm trying to get, because you can get on this boost pad here. But as I said, just pressing down is really tricky. So I got on the rock, but missed the boost pad. So 8 out of 10, I would say. Yeah, time will be when I cross the finish line of this track. I don't actually have a PB for this run, because like there's no category of like 2 cups. It's just either 4 cups or 1. Yeah, here I'm gonna take a shortcut that I always take, even though I don't have a mushroom, because someone on the internet said that it's faster, even without a mushroom. Okay, let's try to not hit any trees. Of course I hit a tree, of course. I jinxed it, even though I don't believe in jinxing, so... Yeah, now we have a slope section, which is really fast-paced. I really like it. And all those people watching at the side of the track, I just love it. It's such a lively track. Okay, well, time is coming up, actually, right now, because this is like the finish line. And one last jump. And one last turn, and this is gonna be time!
Well done, great run, especially with your feet.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm just gonna... Yeah. I just want to give a quick shout out, if that's okay.
Yeah, of course, go for it.
So I'm gonna give a shout out to Lila, who is my favorite person in the world, and yeah, without them I just wouldn't have been able to do this because of all the tech issues and stuff. Like, yeah. Shout out to the organizers, the hosts, all the runners, everybody. You're so amazing, and thank you for supporting this awesome course. And also shout out to Rosa, who's in the chat, who's my girlfriend as well. So, like, yeah, thank you so much. And I'm really happy that this still worked. So, yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, we're happy to have you too, like I said.
And I'm just gonna wave into the camera with my hand. Bye-bye!
Stay tuned, everyone. We do not have Mario Kart DS coming up, but we do have Donkey Kong Jungle Beat with Lori D. Bunnykins, so don't go away.